top stories. The water's back for hundreds of families after an overnight outage. Women to get their own drug rehab center following a steep rise in apparent addiction. And Barbados stayed third in West Indies cricket. Welcome to Nation News for Tuesday, December the 9th, 2014.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. Your time, your way.
Water has been restored to large swaths of St. Michael and Christ Church. Taps ran dry or were struggling with low pressure from Monday evening into the early morning following the rupture of a 20-inch water main in Rogers Road in the Ivy. The area flooded quickly, with one resident saying the water was about 2 to 3 feet deep in places. A spokesperson for the Water Authority cautioned that even though the burst had been repaired, it would take some time before reservoirs are replenished. End domestic violence is a constant refrain heard across the island, and it seems the message is getting through. At least Marlene Hewitt, the coordinator of the Crisis Center of the Business and Professional Women's Club, seems to think so.
I think slowly but surely it's getting through. More people are talking about it, more people are getting involved, and with the domestic legislation, I've heard more people calling on the calling programs on brass tacks, etc. to speak on it, and I think it is slowly getting through, but like most social issues, it's going to take a long time. We have to change that dynamic which says that women are the property of men, women and children are the property of men. Until we can change that power dynamic, it's going to take a very long time.
A steep rise in women with drug addiction issues has led to the setting up of a drug rehab center for women only. Clinical director of the Verdun House Treatment Facility, Jackie Lewis, said 2 to 3 women now request assistance each month, up from 2 to 3 each year at one time. She made the disclosure on Monday during the media launch of the $5 million Marina House, which is set to be launched in August by the Maria Holder Memorial Trust and the Substance Abuse Foundation. During the event, a recovering male addict shared his experience at Verdun House.
Let me say that I used to live a life, living for that next hit, so to speak, but when I got here then, I want to say that all the aspects of the Verdun House program is going to help the addict recover and be a functional human being again. First, I was introduced to treatment plan, and then introduced the steps to get my recovery going, I can't stress enough on the different aspects of the Verdun House program. It's there to help the addict function. The first thing you do chores, then there's morning exercise, there's meditation, and then they have the different group therapy groups regarding TDAs. A big part of it for me was being a chief peer, having a sense of responsibility again. My job then, being a chief peer, was to make sure that the ration that was given to me on a weekly basis, to provide, make sure that ran from my fellow peers, and then, I actually learned to cook at Verdun.
A ceremony has been held in Toronto to mark the 65th anniversary of Air Canada non-stop flights to Barbados. Air Canada has been flying here since 1949, when the carrier called Trans-Canada Airlines at the time landed at what was then Sewell Airport. According to Barbados Consul General in Toronto, Hainsley Ben, 1979 is seen as something of a watershed moment when the airline brought a record 92,000 travelers and made Canada the top international tourist market for Barbados. The market has slumped since then, but indications are that 2015 will be the best year out of Canada for 3 decades. Cabinet is considering ordering government agencies to buy at least 40% of their produce from local farmers. Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Ellsworth Reid, revealed the proposal on Monday. Next up is Carol Martindale with the weekly commentary.
Going to university is an exciting time for a young person. You move away from the comfort of home, you meet new people from different cultures, and you make new friends. The model of the University of the West Indies was deliberately set up with different programs in the main campuses to encourage us to travel and mingle, fostering a deeper understanding as members of a Caribbean community. That is why the incident with athlete Raphael Jordan is doubly unfortunate, following an altercation with another student. We welcome him back home and wish him all success with his eye surgery. As Caribbean people, there is more that unites us than separates us. We urge parents and children not to run scared because of this incident, serious as it may be. And education is never wasted, no matter where you get it.
In sport, Barbados Pride remain in third position at the halftime break in the West Indies 4-day competition called by its new name, the Professional Cricket League. But it required their second successive narrow win to keep in touch with leaders Guyana Jaguars and second place Jamaica. After last week's 2-run heroics against Guyana, the Pride held their nerve to pull off a nail-biting 11-run victory over Windward Islands Volcanoes on Monday. The competition takes a break for Christmas and resumes in February after next month's 50-over tournament. And finally, a former prison officer in Michigan has been sentenced to 5 years probation and received a $10,000 fine for distributing marijuana butter. Brian Tennant said he didn't realize it was against the law to distribute marijuana to his friends and co-workers. Tennant and 3 other corrections officers were arrested by local police when their shipment of butter was traced to an associate's house. Marijuana butter, that is. And that's Nation News for Tuesday. For more, log on to nationnews.com, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And get your Midweek Nation on Wednesday.